Hi, I'm Dr. Pam Cacchione, and I am the founder and CEO of AgingSense, and we have developed heart failure monitoring socks. I'd like you to meet my brother Peter. He was diagnosed with heart failure following open heart surgery. He struggled to weigh himself daily, and as a nurse practitioner, I was very frustrated trying to manage his care from Maryland, and I was in Pennsylvania. We finally resorted to looking at his sock rings to monitor his swelling or edema in his legs. This Thus came the idea for heart failure monitoring socks. I wish I had had these socks 2 years ago. While I was on vacation, my father went into heart failure, and unfortunately, neither my mom nor my dad recognized what was happening. By the time I came home, I found him with weakness and 2+ pitting edema. He was hospitalized and passed away 10 days later. My dad and Peter are among 6.2 million people who have heart failure in the United States. This costs the healthcare system upwards of $30.7 billion annually. One heart failure hospitalization costs upwards of $14,000. And if COVID taught us anything, it's that remote monitoring is really needed to improve the quality of life, which is our goal, to avoid hospitalizations and improve quality of life for persons with heart failure. What we know about persons with heart failure is that they have very poor symptom recognition. This is actually due to changes in the brain that impact their ability to recognize their symptoms until they're very severe, often requiring hospitalization. And we want to prevent that. This is our path to a working prototype. We had a breakthrough when we were connected by my advisory board to Tevry, who's developed a liquid stretch metal sensor the size of a thread. This is much smaller than the original stretch sensor I was using, which was the size of a shoestring. It made the prototype much more acceptable to patients. So we're very excited with the progress that we've made by this edition. We completed an I-Core program where we completed interviews with home healthcare nurses and long-term care providers. I originally thought I would actually put these socks in with telehealth and home care, but determined that that was not a reimbursable opportunity. So what I did learn from home care nurses, what they really wanted was wearables that were continuously monitoring their patients. Their persons with heart failure would wait until they had severe symptoms to call them. I also learned from long-term care providers that nursing home waits are notoriously inaccurate, and so 7 to 50% of heart failure patients in both these settings are readmitted within 30 days. Our heart failure monitoring socks measure edema and fatigue. They send the data to a cloud via Bluetooth, and it's analyzed using algorithms, and identified signals for heart failure exacerbation or response to treatment are sent through messages to provider, trusted other, and the person themselves with heart failure. This is pilot testing data from 4 individuals. It's our accelerometry, our gyroscope, and our stretch data. And as you see, there are very different patterns demonstrated by these socks. So it's very exciting to see that we can distinguish different patterns and have a diversity of signals that we'll be able to work with to develop our algorithms. Our current position is we're ready for human testing. We have 2 nursing homes available, and we have a HIPAA-compliant cloud for data upload from the app. We have machine learning experts ready to analyze the data. We will be recruiting 30 older adults with heart failure to wear the socks for 3 months. We're hoping to identify signals of heart failure exacerbations or responses to treatment during that 3-month period. Great ideas create competitive landscapes. As you can see, we have our heart failure monitoring socks simulate socks. They're actually nice cotton diabetic type socks. Measure edema, have passive monitoring, have an algorithm-based signal that is sent to providers and patients and trusted others. We have multiple sensors, not just for edema, and we provide remote monitoring. This is the closest to us is the Smart Sock out of Washington State. And so all these other ones require a button to be pushed for data to be sent. And we do not want to have that occur for one more thing for our heart failure patients. We've assembled an outstanding team. I am a nurse practitioner with 30 years experience. Dr. Barbara Regal is an internationally known heart failure symptom management expert. Dr. Nalika Gunaratne is an actigraphy expert and geriatrician. Dr. Joyce Wald is a cardiologist with patient access. Her focus is in heart failure. Dr. George Demiris is a data scientist with machine learning expertise. And Dr. Arup Roy is from Teveri. He's the VP of Operations and has extensive commercialization experience and will be an asset to our team. Our timeline, we will use previous ANA funding and the NIA startup funding to do the human testing and algorithm development. And then in year 2, we hope to apply for STTR fast track funding for prospective human testing for refinement of the algorithms. And years 3 through 5, work on our FDA 510 approval and CMS national coverage determination. Our pricing at this point is a pair of socks for $139 with a subscription of $3.99 a month. Our break-even point is the sale of 2,000 pairs of socks. We anticipate that older adults will require 3 to 5 pairs of socks. Our goals are to, if we match 5% of the heart failure population, we will make profits of over $18 million. And if we can avoid 1 hospitalization per year per patient, we would save the healthcare system over $43 million. But again, our ultimate goal is to improve the quality of life of our older adults. NIA, AgingSense thanks you. We have grown so much through this experience, and we so much appreciate being part of this NIA Startup Challenge and Accelerator. Thank you.